Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Celeste and this is my FlossTube channel, Celeste Creates. It is Thursday, October 21st, 2021, and this is FlossTube number 28. And 28 just so happens to be my very favorite number. So happy 28th FlossTube, and I'm so glad that you are here with me today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so glad you're here to spend a little bit of time with me. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so very much for coming back each and every time to spend 30 minutes, 45 minutes with me to catch up on our stitching and just to enjoy some good, my kids call stitching show and tell, stitchy show and tell, right? That's what this is all about. So I have a fully finished object to show today and a lot of progress on whips and some plans. I have the giveaway winners from last time and one giveaway for this time. And so let's get started. I guess I'll start off with a little bit of an update. It felt like fall here for a little while. Last week we had some really nice temperatures, and that's since changed. It's back to not as hot as summer, but a little warmer, and the nights aren't as cool again, and it's a little more humid. So never fear, it will return. It's just usually a little slower getting here to the Houston area, but fall does come, and I did finally put up all my fall decorations. I believe after I talked with you on the last FlossTube, I was finally ready, and so I'm really enjoying having all those up and enjoying the quilts and the stitching and the fun decorations that come out for fall. And my kids were commenting too that it's always kind of fun because it's that start of you're getting closer to Christmas, right? The fall decorations get put away and then we don't ever put the normal stuff back out. It's just Christmas comes out right after that. So it's a lot of fun to celebrate that. My daughter was home for a nice long weekend last weekend for her fall break, and so that was her first time home since she left for college in August, and first time since we've seen her, so that was really fun. She wanted to do some shopping and eat all her favorite foods, and so we did that because when the biggest shopping store in your college town is Walmart, there's just a few places like Old Navy and some other things you want to do when you get home, especially when you're 18. So we had a great time together, and I'm so glad she got to come visit. So they'll both be home for Thanksgiving, and we're really looking forward to that. What else? My allergies are crazy right now, so pardon any sniffles and sneezes, and I can't even really wear eye makeup right now because I'm rubbing my eyes and blowing my nose all the time, so I look a little puffy, and that's why. Good old ragweed season for me here in the area, and ragweed is not my friend. So other than that, we've been doing good, busy with school and activities, and just really just enjoying the weather when it does get cool, and looking forward to all the different celebrations coming up in the rest of October and November and December. A lot of fun things going on. So let's get started with my finish. I didn't have anything fully finished this time. I may have just said earlier that I had a fully finished object, and I don't. I have a finish. And so I know that one of my I think I talked in my last video about my plans for stitching during October, and I had two goals. So I think I filmed on September 30th, and that was the last day of Sampler September, and so I had a really great time with Sampler September. Samplers are my favorite to stitch, and so that was just a lot of fun, and I'll show you I think I had that one more day of progress on the ES Spot Motif Sampler, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But I had two goals for October, and here we are. I guess I've got 11 days left, 11 days left, and I think I'm on target to actually achieve those goals. And they're loose goals, not hard and fast, but I I did get one finish, and so I was able to finish this beautiful piece from Blackbird Designs that I started last year called Feast of Friendship. I know most of you have seen this. It is just so beautiful. One of my favorite stitches. I love blue, and I love that great big blue house. It's so pretty. Okay, so in case you don't know, that's Feast of Friendship from Blackbird Designs, and I just love their charts anyway. They're just so beautiful to look at. Just all the little details in their photos. I think that's part of the appeal. And look at the back. Aren't those photos just beautiful? So pretty. So other than the linen, I know it called for 30 count. Oh no, maybe I did. No. Let's see. No, I don't think this is Abecedarian. It called for 30 count Abecedarian, but I am pretty sure I did not do that. Let's see. No, we're so patient. Let's see. That was weird. Feast of Friendship, 36 count. I chose 36 count Liberty Gathering Gray. It's my Martha Davies that was actually on the Abecedarian, which is so pretty. Love that one too. This is Liberty Gathering Gray, 36 count. And other than a different linen, that everything you see here are the exact called for colors. So I know a lot of people have had questions about the 3 different colors of blue in the house. That is, I stitched it as called for. Those are the 3 different blue colors in that house, and I think it's really unique and beautiful. I just love it. But all the called for colors are here. What else did I do differently? The chart, it was charted to have the date right here, the year, and then initials right here. And I've seen different people do some different things. I know Lori Holt and Christy Crosshatch Quilts had put friends' initials here, and then the date. I just actually didn't want to add any initials to this one. I feel like the whole 2021 was just a feast of friendship. It's that year we got to get back together with friends and see each other again. And so I just actually left this blank here and moved the date over here and put the 2021 right there. So as expected, I hope to get to the antique mall soon and look for a frame to frame this beautiful piece and have that out for the rest of October and all of November up until Thanksgiving. So that's Feast of Friendship, and well worth the stitch. This took a little bit longer because there were so many little color changes there, but the effect is just beautiful and I love it. So that was my finish. So that was one of the things that I had wanted to finish during October, and I did. So I'm super excited and really, really, really hoping that there will be a frame available at the antique mall. So the other thing I showed you back on my last FlossTube I had started was this super cute chart that I got for $1 or $2 at the estate sale. Ye Old Crow by Heart and Hand. Love this. It's going to go with my crow display downstairs. And I did, it actually came with some linen, but I didn't use that linen. I'm using a 40 count linen, and I honestly forget what it is right now. You can go back on my FlossTube number 27 and check what that is. I'm not even sure I wrote it down. But I've made some progress on that. Again, I've been sewing a lot more in the mornings while the kids do school, and this was supposed to be my upstairs stitch, so I haven't worked on this quite as much. But I think it'll, if I just actually sit down and zip through it, it's just going to take no time, and I just really love that. I think it's a lot of fun. So that's that, and I am just using the Weeks Dye Works Onyx, and it just has a real pretty variegation. Did it call for onyx? We shall see. It did. It called for onyx, and I had that. So 40 count linen and onyx. So I think I can still get that finished up for in October or sometime in November. That was not one of my October goals. That was just something that I started. Now my other October goal was Winds of Autumn. Probably have shown this book 500 times, and everybody else has shown it. Winds of Autumn from Blackbird Designs. Last fall I had started this beautiful chart called Mighty Acorn. I'd started it with my friend Bonnie Log Cabin Stitcher, and my other goal besides finishing Feast of Friendship was to pull this out and get this finished in October. So, and that's my son loading the dishwasher. You know you get boy noises when you watch my video. Is to finish Mighty Acorn and get this framed as well during October. So, really for October, I can show you my calendar for October, and it's probably the most boring month I've had. Mighty Acorn, Mighty Acorn, Mighty Acorn, Feast of Friendship, Feast of Friendship, Feast of Friendship, Mighty Acorn, Mighty Acorn. That's all I've done. I did 2 projects. So, gosh, I was going to call myself monogamous. So, at the moment, I'm feeling very monogamous. So, I have been working away once I finished. I'd been working on Mighty Acorn at the beginning, and then pulled out Feast of Friendship, finished that, and then came back to work some more on Mighty Acorn, and I really think it's going to happen. I think this is going to be a finish for October. Not much left on here. Not much at all. Gotta finish some of this flower over here. There's some doodads down here filling the house and the windows and the roof. I think there's a couple of things here. It's initials right here. So I am so close, really. I definitely think I could possibly finish it this weekend. That would be a lot of fun. Put my mind to it, I bet I can. So that is Mighty Acorn, and I absolutely love it. The colors are so pretty. It's such a mess. So pretty, just beautiful. These are all the called for colors, and this is actually the called for linen. A picture this plus wren, I believe. Look at the cute little squirrel. There's gonna be another squirrel, I think, right down here running. I love squirrels. And so this particular project I started, and it is for my mom, who passed away about 5 years ago. And so the story here is that, of course, she was a beautiful gardener. Her roses were beautiful. She could grow anything. She had a beautiful yard and trees. And she planted, actually, there was a neighbor across the street that had an oak tree. It was called a bur oak. And at some point it started producing acorns, and they were giant. I mean, they were bigger than an egg. They were these big acorns. I've never seen anything that big. And so my mom asked my neighbor if she could have an acorn, and she grew that acorn into an oak tree. She started it out in a pot, and I'm trying to pinpoint when it was. I don't know if I can go back and figure out when she started it. I don't think so, but it was either late high school or early college that she started it in a pot. And then eventually it was tall enough. Not very tall. By this point it looked like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And she dug a hole and put it in the front yard. She had a live oak on one side, and then she had this really puny redbud tree in that other spot for years and years that never grew. And so she dug that up and put this bur oak little tree in the ground. And I know by then my husband and I were dating, and it was really fun because he would tease my mom about it, thinking, "Oh, you gotta put one of those little, circle benches around the tree trunk. I think it's time." I'm just giving her a hard time about how small it was, and so that was always kind of a running joke with them. And so when I saw this in Winds of Autumn, I just knew I had to stitch it in memory of my mom, because she took that acorn and she grew a mighty oak. It is stunning and gorgeous and beautiful, and I'm going to take a picture of the oak tree and actually put it on the back of this frame. So I know I'm going to put her initials down here, and then I got to figure out what I want to do with the date. I was kind of talking yesterday with a friend, and do I want to put the date she was born, or the day she died, or just the current year? I also thought I could put the house number that I grew up in, where the oak tree is. So I don't know, give me your thoughts. I'd love to hear it. So that is Mighty Acorn from Blackbird Designs, and I think I will get that finished here really soon. Alright, the other piece that I worked on, and I think it would have just been that day after I filmed my last FlossTube, because that was September 30th. So on the last day of Sampler September, I think I just added a little more here. I added the peacock, and I kind of forget where I was. I may have already finished that little tree. So this one's kind of in a holding pattern right now, but I love it, and I can't wait to pull that back out. Again, that's a ES spot motif sampler, and it is it's an out of print chart that was loaned to me. So I'm so grateful that I get to stitch this one, and can't wait to get back to that, because that was really going quickly, and I definitely think I'll be able to make a lot of progress and get that one done if I sit down with it. But first, I'm going to finish my Mighty Acorn. Alright, so that is it for a finish and my whips, and I guess next I'll show you a teeny bit of haul, because I really have not been buying stuff. Yay for me. And actually, yay for the budget. And and my plans for November after I finish these two. Okay, so as far as haul goes for charts and stitching things, I think I've gotten a few quilting things, but I haven't gotten much in the way of stitching. And you have probably already seen these. I ordered both of these. I ordered 2 of the 3 re-releases from Blackbird Design. One of them is Violet's Blue. So pretty. Again, I just love just to look at the pictures on a Blackbird's Design chart. So I definitely want to stitch that little sampler. I think that's lovely. And then the other one I got was Honeysuckle Manor. So many pretty charts in here. There's the 2 on the back. Definitely. I love those. Those are beautiful. So really that's the only haul I think I got, and so I'm really happy to have added those to my collection. And so now I guess I'd like to talk to you about what I want to do once I finish my October goals. So I didn't have a whole lot of haul, but I'm hoping that there are a couple charts I'd like to get coming out here soon. There were several new ones by Brenda Gervais with By Needle and Thread. There was one of those little booklets. I haven't bought one yet. She did like an Easter one and a Halloween one, and this is a snowman little booklet with all the little snowman smalls, and I definitely want that. I love snowmen. And I think there was a Redbird sampler that she put out that I'd like. And then actually I've never done a chart by Cottage Garden Samplings, but there was a couple of really pretty ones. One that's coming out that's a turkey, and then there was this beautiful squirrel and a crow, and I would love to add those to my collection and hopefully do those maybe for next fall. All the plans, way too much to do, right? So speaking of plans, once I finish Mighty Acorn, I'm ready to move on to my next batch of projects that I want to work on. So I want to start pulling out some of my Christmas stitching for in late October. Depends on when I finish Mighty Acorn, and into November and December, I guess. We'll see how I feel by the time December rolls around, but for sure November. So the first one I want to work on, or one of the first ones I want to work on, I don't know if it'll be the next one I work on after Mighty Acorn, is from the Bells on Christmas Day. I started this sampler, the Bells on Christmas Day, with my my friend April. We started it back in April. and she finished hers just recently, and it's beautiful. And so I really would like to get this finished before Christmas, and I don't have near as much done as she does, but again, I don't think it will take too long. I'm just looking at it's not a big house. The alphabet goes really fast. These should go pretty quickly, so really want to pull that out and work on that. And so I have not worked on this in a while because I got busy on Sampler September and on my fall stitches, but there's what I have so far. Not a whole lot. Not sure why the heck I have little leaves here. Maybe I was trying to finish, I bet that's what I did. I was finishing up a strand. I have no idea. Interesting. Oh, maybe those are markers like for a house? I don't know. So I started this chart last year. It's a Hands Across the Sea chart called Amelia Jane Chandler 1852, and I can insert a color photo right here. So pretty. I don't think it's really specifically a Christmas chart, but it only has 2 colors in the sampler, red and green, and I forget what she called for, but I chose my own. I chose Dried Thyme from Gentle Arts and Buckeye Scarlet. So that's my red and green that I'm using, and I just love that it only has 2 colors. And if I'm not mistaken, let's see what this one is. I don't even remember when I started this. Probably not as long ago as I thought. Let's see. I think I started it before Christmas last year. I started this in November last year, and this is on 36 count vintage country mocha. And like I said, I chose my own colors. Oh, so pretty. Forgotten how pretty this is. Look at that. Oh, love that vintage country mocha with those colors on it. I have not pulled this out in a while. That is just beautiful. So this may be the next one I pick up after I finish Mighty Acorn. So pretty. So that's Amelia Jane Chandler, and definitely would like to finish that one before Christmas. Let's see, another one that it doesn't even have its own project bag right now because I am just down to some fill-in, and so it's just in a Ziploc. This is a great one for me to just throw in my purse and take with me. In fact, I probably did that recently. I have 1 color left, and it is just filling in the Gentle Arts Roasted Marshmallow so I can finish Mr. Whitaker. Oh no, I have this one too. I forgot. Oh well, that's fine. But super doable. I would love to finish him this year. I kind of wanted to finish him last year, and it just didn't happen. But just fill in. That's all I gotta do is fill in his little body and fill in his pants. And we'll be all done, and I can make him and add him to my snowman display this Christmas. So definitely want to do that one. So cute. This is one of the Stacy Nash Animal Crackers, Mr. Whitaker. So cute. Alright. Now, if I can manage to finish it, fit this in, and this might be why it is my November, December plans and not just November. I'd like to stitch a couple ornaments. I haven't figured out what those are yet. I have a secret stitch I need to do, but that shouldn't take me very long. But another one that I would love to start, and it would just look so pretty with my Amelia Jane Chandler, is, I'll put it in a color photo, Winifred Glark by Pineberry Lane. Let me put a photo here. But it is just red and green. It is a small sampler. It is only 135 by 125. Again, that would just be so pretty as a sampler to put out for Christmas. So I definitely think I'd like to pull this one out and give this a start. So I know I've got plenty of red and green in my stash that I can pick something that I want to do. It calls for 2 DMCs and then a Gentle Arts avocado. So I'll pull those and see what I think, but I may end up choosing something else. So I'd really like to start that one. And then I almost forgot about this one. I have this in my project bag that Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch made me last year. And this too is alone, so sorry, because it is out of print. It's one of those ones that I really hope Blackbird Designs will bring back. It's Joya Noel, and I want to do that right there. So I have the oh, I do have threads. I must have bought these threads. I have some of the threads I had ordered. Oh yeah, that I didn't already have. My memory is shot today. Okay, but I do want to stitch that beautiful sampler since somebody lent me this booklet. So sweet and generous, and oh, I would love to have that done. I think I'll definitely have to start this over the next couple months. Love those colors. Now I don't know, did it come with... It's got some little oh, I can't think what that's called. Are they eyelets? And it has some back stitch, super pretty. And then I thought, let me look. Maybe it didn't. I thought it had, I could probably figure it out. Did it have the words Merry Christmas? I thought it did. Yes, it does. It has the words Merry Christmas because they give you another small sampler you could stitch Merry Christmas. So I might do Merry Christmas on mine. Forgive my sniffles. That is definitely something I would like to stitch. So pretty. So anyway, those are my plans, and first to finish Mighty Acorn, so stay tuned. I'll probably hopefully have that to show you next time you follow me on Instagram at Celeste Creates. You'll see when I do finish it and when I get them framed. So with that, let's do our giveaway, and that'll be it for today. Last time I had 2 giveaways, and so I'd like to go ahead and choose the winners for those and get those out to you. One of those was my copy of the Martha Davies chart that I finished last time. It's a beautiful stitch. The colors are stunning. And so the winner for this chart is so congratulations. I will comment on your comment, and you can email me your address and I will get that in the mail to you. And then the other giveaway that I had was the super cute, it's the Boo Chalkful from Hands On Design. So it is the chart and that chalkboard Ada together. That was one of the giveaways. And so the winner for that little kit is so congratulations again. I'll comment on your comment and you can email me your information and I will get that out in the mail to you. So this time I have one giveaway that I thought I'd like to, I thought it was behind me. It's not, it's right here. Pass on to you. I was just so, when I found these at the estate sale, I was so excited and I knew y'all would love them. So I have another Chalkful partial kit to give you. This is Chalkful, Merry Chalkful by Hands On Design, the chart. And again, the chalkboard black Ada from Witchelt. So that is one giveaway this time that I have for you, and you can put in the word Merry, M-E-R-R-Y, in your comment, and I will do a drawing for that next time, and hopefully get that out to you so you can start working on that before Christmas. And so yeah, I'm just really enjoying my stitching right now. I know a couple videos we talked about contentedness, or I talked about contentedness, and I think I've done a lot better. I really haven't been buying as much and really trying to focus on what I have and working on that. And so I don't know if it's just a phase, but I feel like I'm a little bit more of a monogamous stitcher right now. I don't know if that'll kind of go by the wayside in a couple of months, and I'll be back to being squirrely. But right now, I'm actually really just enjoying working on a project or two at a time, and trying to finish up a couple of those things that I really, really love. So sometimes I kind of think, oh, I'd like a new start right now. But I know once I finish Mighty Acorn, I'm going to have a new set of projects that I just showed you to get back to, and I know I'll enjoy working on those. So I don't know, maybe I'm just settling into my identity as a stitcher and what I like to do. I know with quilting that took time, and you just kind of figure out what you love and what you like to work on, and how you like to do that. And if I'm not a monogamous stitcher next month, I'm not going to feel bad about it. So, but right now I'm just kind of going with the flow and doing what I'm doing, and just really, really enjoying what I'm working on. So I am just so thankful for all of you. Thankful for like that piece I finished, Feast of Friendship, for all the friendships that I have. And of course, God is so good to us, and you know, we've had some, I think I mentioned, little health hiccups here and there along the way lately, but He's been so good, and He is blessing us, and He is walking with us, and He never ever leaves our side. And so I just feel like He will provide everything that we need. And there is a scripture all over the place that talks about that we don't have to worry, that He will supply what we need. And if I don't need it, I'm good with that. I don't have to have it. And I want to trust in His will for my life, my family's life, and for all that He has planned for us, and what His good and perfect will is for us. And so that's just a really big thing to try to live into each day, is that trust, and knowing that it will all be good in His perfect plan. And that just looking at that scripture verse recently in our Bible study about you know, that He will, it was interesting because the scripture, oftentimes we'll talk about the scripture verse saying that He will not give us more than we can handle. But when we were reading it, it says He will not give us more than we can endure, and that He will also provide an escape for us, a way out, so that we can make it through. And so sometimes I think, well, I can handle a lot of things, but He will not give me more than I can endure, and I can endure it with His help and leaning on Him in all things. And so I just trust that whatever He does send my way, He's going to give me everything I need to work through that, to endure, to get past that, and to walk with Him through all of that. And so that is my prayer for you, that you will feel His peace, and journey with me as I learn to trust, and you learn to trust as well. And it just brings great joy when we are able to trust. Maybe it doesn't happen every day, but every little bit of trust that we are able to have in Jesus Christ, we're just filled with the Holy Spirit, filled with His peace, and it's a beautiful way to live. If every moment could be that way, that would be our aim, right? So thank you for being with me today, and thank you for sharing this little bit of time with me. I should have a quilty tube coming up here soon to show you what I've been working on, and then also the next installment in my beginning quilting video. I also recorded and uploaded today just me free motion quilting a fall mini quilt, and so it really is 20 minutes of watching me quilt. But it was I thought it might be neat in preparation for our lesson on free motion quilting for you to see me actually doing a whole quilt. So let me know what you think, and I will be back hopefully really soon. And I just hope you're enjoying your fall. I hope it's getting cool for you, and the leaves are changing. We don't really get leaves changing here, so it is so good to be with you, and I just pray God blesses you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.